We believe that parents have fundamental rights with respect to the education and upbringing of their children. And a school district or a charter school or private school, they're important, but they do not supersede the rights of parents with respect to how you raise your kids. And we are making sure that we are doing education properly understood. We are not doing critical race theory. We're not teaching kids to hate their country or to hate each other. We're going to teach real American civics. We're going to teach about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, and that our rights come from our Creator. And we are going to make sure that parents can send their kids to elementary school without having instruction telling a 6-year-old that they may have been born in the wrong body. We're not going to allow them teaching kids that their gender is a choice. And we're not going to let schools get into issues of sexuality with these very young kids. It's not going to happen in Florida. And not everybody liked that when we took a stand on that. I had the media attacking, the left attacking. They even corralled big corporations to oppose parents' rights and oppose what we were doing, including big companies that cater to kids like Disney Corporation. And, you know, it was smart of them to do it, though, because they know on the left they're not going to win elections on this issue. If they run and tell parents, you know, elect us because we on the left want to have gender ideology in first grade, people don't want that. Parents don't want that. You know, my parents are older. They don't even understand how this could be going on. And it's just the way, so they know that's not a winning political message. But what they thought is, you know, if we can get Disney, which is very powerful, and let's just be honest, until I became governor, Disney got everything they have ever wanted from the state of Florida political system, okay? So it was a smart play, because you do that, they will bring their power to bear, and they hope that a guy like me will be forced to back down. Well, and honestly, it was not a bad theory, but I got news for them. Woke corporations do not run the state of Florida with me in charge. We run the state of Florida. We're standing up for parents. We're standing up for kids. And I know in the past that's not how it's been when some of the big boys bring their power to bear, but in here, we don't back down, and we stand up for what's right. And not only did we do that, but we also had a situation where they wanted to repeal it going forward. They pledged that they were going to basically wage an all-out assault on the rights of parents in Florida. And look, as a company, I think it's dumb to take these positions, but you know, you have a right to do it, but you don't have a right to force us to subsidize it. You don't have a right to force us to put you on a pedestal while you're doing this activism. And so we saw that they had their own government in the Central Florida for decades, that they're exempt from laws that many of their competitors have to follow, and that they get massive tax breaks. And so we said, okay, that's a very sweetheart arrangement, and now you're on this pedestal and you're using your preferences and privileges to attack core state policies, and that's unacceptable. Those values are not our values, and so you're free to express it, but we work with the legislature, and now Disney is no longer going to have its own government. They are going to be living under the same laws as their competitors and everybody else, and they are going to pay their fair share of taxes in the state of Florida. But it brings up an issue, because even 5 years ago, we would never even be having this discussion, but it raises the issue of the effects on our society of major institutions being infected by what I call the woke mind virus. And this is an ideology trumping reason and evidence, but you see it in corporate America, you see it in media and tech and all these other things. I mean, just think, we also in Florida had to sign legislation. I was happy to do it,